Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Ellis, and we're going to do a review on my BB rifle. I do not have a firearm, so don't be asking for those just yet. I got to get some credentials done and go actually get one. Or if a friend will let me, I'll do one of those, one on his, if I can get some info on him. So, yeah. So let's get down to business. I'm going to tell you, this is safety check, so don't bother telling me that, oh, did you make sure all the rounds are out? Trust me. I safety check my stuff, especially when I'm in a house. Come on. I'm in a house. I'm not going to let that happen. So, getting down to business. This is a Daisy Powerline 35 with a 355 PSI output. It's a multi-pump, semi-automatic, good iron sights. It doesn't come with a scope. It doesn't come with a scope, which I kind of find saddening. Then again, that would add about $8 to $10 on the original price, and this was about 25, and that's actually pretty high, especially on Christmas season. But that's pretty cheap in the broader sense. So you get a good deal with this. Actually, I am affiliated with this brand of rifle. I have shot at least 3 different types of Daisies. One was at my grandma's when my aunt had hers, and her brother, which is my uncle now, had theirs. They're actually pretty good Daisies. They're more hunting Daisies though than this. But this one is said to bring down some game, like squirrels and birds. Small birds like pigeons and peacock. No, not peacocks. Pigeons, blue jays, red robins, and that's what they are, and some woodpeckers. Anyway, so lost my train of thought there. Oh, yeah. So I know how to use one. I know how to work with the Daisy. And let's move on to the scope before I give you some more other info. See, now this is an osmoscope. I am not knowledgeable on scopes. In fact, I really don't use scopes. I don't prefer to use scopes at 10 feet or a little more than that, because these iron sights are outstanding. I love iron sighting. It's a bit more guessing, but it works really well. But this scope is pretty good. It's a hair scope. I really like the hair scope, which means when you tweak it here and here, and you do too much filling with the rifle when you drop it, it sets them off. I like that because it means it's really accurate, which means you have a lot of niches here that keep it in place, and a lot of niches means it's really fine-tuned for accuracy. You want accuracy when you're trying to bring down game. And if you're in a survival situation, you want to bring down game as quickly as possible and as accurately as possible and as noiselessly possible. Air rifles, they make so little noise. Oh, I could be on one side of a farmer's field I got over here outside my house, and you wouldn't know I was there except for that little BB drop I'll do behind your back, and I got a buddy in front. So when you turn around, that buddy's going to get you. You're not going to know it. Yeah, a little tip there. A little strategy there. Alright, so, scope, back to scope. Osmoscope, 4x zoom. Not a lot. It's not a lot from what I've seen, but it's a really good scope, and it's about $8 at Walmart. And that's a good price. That's a good deal. So we're up to about $30 right now on this total cart. Ammunition for BB rifles is outstanding. It's really light. I mean, I can get 6,000 BBs, and I'll still have, it's only about 10 to 15 pounds. That's really good considering 308, AK slugs, shotgun shells. They weigh a lot compared to a BB. So that means you can get fewer if you're really conscious about weight, and that's not a good thing. But so in terms of survival, this is going to be your game hunter, small game hunter, my bad. Unless you get a pro competition shooter, because I think those, we got some. There's some that actually have M16 kicking power here, and I know they can bring down bigger game than just birds and squirrels. I think they can bring down rabbits and coons if you give them the chance. So yeah. There's another advantage. You can get kids ready, or other people ready for the big stuff, like 30-06 rifles and the AR-15s and the AKs and shotguns. You can get them ready for that stuff. With this, because this is light, and the AK, it's an assault rifle, but it's not like the AR-15, which has a stick hand. We call it stick hand. I need to look up some terminology, but it's a grip that's a stick kind of thing for the rifle. So this doesn't curve; it actually stays straight out flat. This comes straight down, or at an angle for gripping, like that. And you shoot, and the trigger's over here. But the AK is not like that. It's like this. It's got this curve, and it goes into the stock, so it goes into around your hand, and you can put it on your shoulder. It's not like that. There's not all rifles are like that. A lot of bolt actions are like this, and not the AR-15. So let's get you prepared for it. Let's get you ready for it, and it gets you taught how to do safety. It gets you taught into safety real quick, real easy. It also starts developing your good habits, because we all know good accuracy means you have good habits. I mean, some of the best shooter we had who graduated last year, he had this habit of picking through his pellets to make sure they weren't bent at all. And he wasted a lot of pellets, because I mean, those pellets look pretty good to be used. But if you think about it, he's a guy that broke our personal record for rifle comp, and that's not easy to do. I mean, it's so hard to get up into above 250. It's really hard, but it's not impossible. It's really hard. Anyway, so this gets you ready for a lot of things you're going to need, and you know, and again, dirty-handed tactics. You don't have to have a bayonet on your rifle to do damage. You don't. This stock, it's plastic. But you know what? I can bash your brains in. Why? Because this is good plastic. And plastic hurts like hell. Excuse my language. It really does. You can beat somebody in the head like this, or if you're going to bust down doors, you can do it like that, and it'll work. And you can do that with a regular rifle. So this can give you some combat training for melee instances with a rifle. That's going to be a lot of help, because you're more prepared, you're more ready. So this gets a solid 9, just because it's a multi-pump. So and the scope doesn't come with it. But yeah. So this gets a good solid 9 just because it's quiet. Zombies are attracted to sound. Keep that in mind, people. And weight. You gotta worry about weight. Look, I can do this. I can do that. One-handed. If I wanted to, I could shoot one-handed too. I don't have to worry about kick. This has no kick. So, good rifle, good start-off set type is an airsoft. Get them. They're cheap. They're easy to use, and they get stuff done. So, this is us. I'm signing out. And remember, peace out. Take care. Hydrate. And keep your mind straight.